didn't want you to get me.
All right, cut the music. Cut the music. Everybody. Tullo, how are you, buddy?
Fantastic, man.
A lot to talk about. Too much to
Wow.
talk about. People are saying there's a lot to talk about. Welcome to Comedians Wrestling Podcast. I'm Dan Black, the funniest podcast in the motherfucking universe. If you turn off my podcast, I'll fucking kill you.
Like it.
I will, because it's violent, but it's important for wrestling. And violence was on display in Saudi Arabia, and that means inside and out the ring, folks. I don't know what I mean by that. Anyway, having
I really
having a little electrolytes. I'm on no sleep right now. I'm getting jacked up on coffee. I'm getting jacked up on coffee. Well, because the flight from Saudi Arabia was tough.
18 hours.
20 million hours it was. It was a 20 million hour flight.
Long time.
Anyway, patreon.com/comedians wrestling. Support this podcast. We do this on ourselves. We do it on ourselves. I forgot that I was away this week. I did watch Dynamite, but I had no time to record the bonus episode because I was visiting my brother in San Francisco, which was a treat. But now I'm back. And I did see the Elimination Chamber, and I have a lot to say. Tullo's been texting me. He has a lot to say. There's just a lot to say. So we're not going to waste time. We're going to get into it. Do you mind if I hop right in, Tullo? Or are you so fired up that you need to go?
No, go, baby, go.
All right. Well, I mean, there's so many stupendous things to talk about. You know? I mean, when you think about wrestling, you think stupendous. You know? You're like, wow, everything is so stupendous. I can't believe how stupendous it all is. And I'm feeling stupendous. Tullo, are you feeling stupendous today?
Yeah, actually, that's a great word. Feeling stupendous.
Are you feeling stupendous? I mean,
a hard
Jesus
word to say.
Fucking Christ.
Stupendous.
WWE is now labeled WrestleMania the most stupendous. They're running out of adjectives. This most stupendous. Real? You don't know about this?
No.
WrestleMania is being called stupendous. This, officially, all over the chamber was it being called stupendous, the most stupendous event of all time.
Oh no!
I mean, stupendous literally sounds like stupid. I mean, it is a terrible adjective, and boy, oh boy, does it make WrestleMania seem stupid. I mean, stupendous is not a cool word. You know, this reminds me of when they had Peter Gabriel's "Big Time" as the fucking WrestleMania song. Big time, beauty. Anyway, I don't know. I mean, there's not much more to say about that, but stupendous is terrible. I watched the Elimination Chamber over there in Jeddah. I saw the event, and Brock Lesnar victorious in the Elimination Chamber. Can we? I mean, I don't know. I guess I'm gonna veer into pretty lame territory.
Is he here?
Oh my! It's Veer. Oh my God! It's Veer. I think I'm about to veer into territory of talking like every other wrestling podcast, but I guess sometimes it happens. You know, where look, when you have Brock Lesnar win the Royal Rumble and the Elimination Chamber and main event WrestleMania, how does any other talent grow? I mean, how would he, right? I mean, why do you need him to win both? I mean, it's so stupid, you know? Now, the argument's going to be at this Bobby Lashley injury, but regardless of that, Brock Lesnar doesn't need to win anything to get anything.
He's main eventing WrestleMania regardless.
He's a walking, talking main eventer. Like, he is a proven main event.
He won the Royal Rumble.
No one
is ever main eventing WrestleMania regardless.
Right. He's main eventing. So Is it just to go title versus title? Now, let's take a step back because I haven't dug that deep into it. I literally just drove and I popped on the mic. So Bobby Lashley gets hurt in his pod. Okay? Now, what they're saying is, if you saw it, it didn't look like anything. And you're like, what? This must be a work. And it was a work, but not the kind of work that I expected. He got hurt at the Rumble after when he won the title. And then he's been injured and needs shoulder surgery since the Rumble. So he knew walking into this chamber, what they're saying is that Brock was going to win it back.
So, but why did they put it back on him?
He got hurt in the match at the Rumble where he was winning it back.
Oh, he won it back at the Rumble?
Yeah, so the original plan must have been Bobby as the champion.
Oh, yeah, Bobby beat Brock, right.
So I don't think they were going for a title unification match until they realized Bobby was injured. You know? So what I'm going to say is that... Yeah. So essentially, you now have all... So did you watch this chamber match? You didn't, right?
No, I didn't watch anything.
Okay, so first off, now I'll take a step back and say something positive. I mean, Brock looks incredible in this match. Okay? So look, because I don't want this to be an indictment on Brock Lesnar, who's an amazing talent and deserves to still be main eventing WrestleManias. There's nothing to do with anything. Like, he is amazing, you know? He's one of the best. And Roman Reigns is also doing great work. So they are one of my point is that they're the only two guys positioned to do the job. Them and Bobby Lashley, who got hurt, and Bobby Lashley even feels a little forced. But somehow they've managed to make Seth and AJ Styles feel like nowhere near main eventers. Like, and I'll even take it a step further. If you watch this chamber, Brock manhandles Seth and AJ. He F5s them and pins them. Brock gets every pin in the entire match. He pins the whole chamber. So it buries all these guys going into Mania. It's crazy. None of them look good. The last guy in the chamber was Austin Theory. And Brock gave an F5 off the top of the pod to Austin Theory, which actually looked like shit. Just to be honest, because he did not land flat.
If that was Cody, he would have landed fucking flat as a board.
Exactly. So that's why I wanted to go back to that cutter. That cutter, a perfect flat landing.
Dude, Dan, it's so funny because I legit just watched that spot.
Yeah.
And
which one, the pod?
The pod, the F5 off the top of the pod. And he lands shitty. And I'm just like, would have just landed like Cody. And I instantly thought of you and how you pointed out that part of the cutter and how amazing it was because
the flat land is everything.
Yeah, and he was so scared. Bitched out.
Yeah, but so why not? First off, Brock should have thrown him. I had to take a bite of my protein thing because I need nourishment. Brock should have F5'd him onto the mat so he can more comfortable landing flat. Okay? Because if you land on your feet, I would take that spot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, that being said, Austin Theory's a jabroni is my point. I mean, Austin Theory's dressed like Seth. What's that about? All right. Now, maybe he'll be good. I don't know. Holy shit. And remind me to get back to talking about Riddle Brock, because this is their first time wrestling each other, I think, right?
I didn't even realize that happened.
Right. So that's another thing. Okay, so Brock... And kudos to WWE because I'm talking about WWE, right? So you got to give them that. Brock looked so fucking awesome at the chamber. He got a little bit of a tan, which he rarely does. And it went a long way. Okay?
Probably been working on the ranch and he's popping the top, you know?
I think he was in he went in the Prince's the Prince's spray tan booth. But he had the tan. It made him look like 10 years younger. He looked so good with this tan. He had the braid. The braid, oh my God. He looked amazing. Brock looked like $1 million in this match. And he was so violent. He was beating the shit out of guys where when they got backstage, if he wasn't Brock, they'd be like, yo, what the fuck, man? But because he's Brock, what they said was, just nothing is what they said. They said nothing. They kept their dumb mouths shut because it's Brock Lesnar. And so he, at one point, slams Austin Theory's head into the fucking glass over the pod.
Yeah, like 6 times.
Yeah, it looks so fucking violent. Even though it's just plexiglass, it still looks so violent. He gave him like a snap suplex onto the outside, which used to be an actual grate. But they turned it into a pad like 4 years ago or whatever. The first one that Bray won, if you remember. Right before Orlando, where he had like a 6-minute match against Randy. And then, like 5 years later, we're like, wow, well, they'll be able to rectify that as the Fiend. And then he had another shit match against Randy. Now, with an ending where, do you remember that ending where Alexa Bliss was like bleeding black? Anyway, and now Fiend is fired. A fired man. Okay. So, but I'm saying he literally pins Seth Rollins and AJ Styles. Who cares about Riddle and Theory? Like, those guys are there to be pinned, essentially. And then who was the other guy? Lashley, and then there was another guy.
Was it?
Well, there's 6 guys, right? Oh, Brock. Yeah, that was it. Yeah. Anyway, so now we have this match, which is Reigns. Yeah, so I don't know. I guess you weren't excited to even watch this Chamber at all.
Nah, man. My theory, all puns intended.
Your Austin theory.
About the Saudi shows is that Saudi Prince wanted Yokozuna to wrestle in the greatest Royal Rumble. So not knowing that Yokozuna's been dead, and they just got like an imitation Yokozuna to like come down, and at that point they kind of just lost me. So these Saudi
Shaves.
I mean, there's nothing you can even really say is because it just doesn't make any sense. Why would you do this? Why are you taking away an opportunity from somebody to have Brock win the Royal Rumble and then just make him champion? So it's just, I don't know, man.
If the rumors are that Shane was fired for booking the Rumble bad, but then it's put the title back on Brock at the Chamber.
Yeah, but yeah, like, you know how interesting they could have made
I guess
it.
they had no real choice though, because if the Chamber is for the title,
have Seth win.
Yeah, but
and then do Seth KO at WrestleMania. You know how fucking sick that match would be. The story's right there. All they had to do.
But speaking of Austin theories. You heard about this?
Who the fuck who's Seth gonna wrestle now?
So they're saying that Stone Cold might wrestle KO at Mania, right?
Yeah, great.
That'd be awesome. Come on, that'd be a good time. You
know,
great. That'd be amazing.
Oh yeah, great. I'm being serious. Like, yeah, great. That's great. That's what WrestleMania should be. Shit like that. It's our fucking time.
Yeah, but so anyway, it's just like so weird because Brock wins the title, and this Brock run is really fun. I have no problem with it, right? But like, what is anybody else doing on this card? They're all we're pretty close to Mania already, and they're deep in the Jabron zone. You know?
Oh, it's not even close.
Yeah. So I don't know. Anyway, match, and then Roman Reigns wrestled Goldberg.
Killed him.
It was, terrible match. I'll say this, Goldberg. I think Goldberg looks better than Reigns. Is that insane to say? Goldberg. I mean, look, he's old. Obviously, he's old, so not really. Not like Roman's way handsomer guy, but Goldberg, I think, has more definition, and he looks technically more jacked than Roman Reigns. You know? Now, one of them's juiced to the gills, which is Goldberg. And one because he's old. He's older, so he has to take all the supplements and blah blah blah. And one of them probably Roman's getting tested and stuff. So I mean, probably right. So whatever. But I'll say this. If Roman Rock is what they're going to go for in LA, which probably is what they're going to do,
Yeah.
He's got what? A year? He's got a year and a month or whatever to get in Rock shape. You know what I mean? Because Rock You can stand. Roman right now is in pretty good shape, but he's standing next to The Rock. That's a next level of shape, you know.
Yeah.
And if he's supposed to be passing the torch to him, you know what I mean?
I mean, that fucking match would rule, huh?
I think it's definitely gonna happen. You know, this is way too much.
Maybe we get Cody Seth now.
Okay. So anyway, we're getting Brock. Let's jump. We gotta jump over that, but we're gonna get Brock Roman again, and it's like it's crazy because it is a cool match, but does anyone really like when the bell rings for that? Do you really care? We've seen it 5 million times.
I'm gonna do something for you. You ready? You ready?
This will be my third WrestleMania I flew to see Roman versus Brock.
I bought a general admission GCW ticket for the whole weekend. I'm going to all the GCW.
That'll be dope. 100%. What are you saying? What were you gonna play? You're gonna play me something?
So let's play a little thing, right? Let's talk.
Britt Baker. It's Tullo time. Go for it. It's Tullo time.
Britt Baker versus Thunder Rosa. Adam Page versus Adam Cole. Jurassic Express versus
Jurassic Park.
Determined to Jurassic Park. To be determined. Two tag teams. CM Punk versus MJF in a dog collar match. Keith Lee, Wardlow, Powerhouse Hobbs. I mean, this is it. This is how you do it. It's clear as day. This is how you book cards. This is how you get people interested in what you're doing. You build up. Revolution feels like WrestleMania, honestly.
Revolution card is sick.
Feels like WrestleMania.
Is sick. It is huge. I mean, I just don't listen.
You know what?
I will say this though. I do have a bit of mania fever right now. I will say this.
Zero.
I have a little bit of mania fever. I was watching the Chamber. I'm a little bit like, oh, mania. I'm feeling a little bit of it. I'm feeling a little mania fever. But I will say this. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. I'm saying this, but man, oh man, no one is not positioned to be remotely engaging 2 nights. I mean, there's going to be pockets of interesting, but that is going to have filler, right?
Man.
I mean, that has to have so many filler matches. But yeah, let's jump over to Cody. So what the big matches we have is we have Ronda, Charlotte, and to be clear, Becky beat Lita. They kind of jobbed out Lita pretty hard, actually. Lita gave a twist of fate into the moonsault, and then she just kicked out on 2, you know? I was like, oh, all right. You know? I was like, all right, well, cool. Lita's talked about having another run in her, but I don't know. There was part of me that thought maybe Lita could win. I got a little work, to be honest, because I was like, maybe that'd be interesting.
Honest with me.
What?
Lita would be perfect in AEW right now. A Lita Britt Baker match would fucking rule.
Lita could be interesting. But so Becky now has the title again. So my question is that do you just throw Becky in the Ronda match again and do that rematch?
Who won the Royal Rumble?
Ronda Rousey. I mean, Tullo, you don't care about WWE at all right now. Holy shit. You are so out on the WWE. I mean, I don't understand. I get it. I get it.
Never been more out.
You are so out. You are out to such a high degree. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm way more into what's going on at AEW, but I was. Yeah. But anyway, so Becky. I'm trying to think about if I'm there watching this shit.
Well, it's Bianca now. Bianca won the Chamber. She gets the title match, right?
Oh yeah, Bianca won the Chamber. What did the Chamber gave her a title match?
I thought that's what it was.
Oh, so are they going Bianca, Becky, Ronda, Charlotte?
Ronda, Charlotte?
This is so stupid.
Yeah, Becky versus Bianca.
That's so stupid. Why? Like, why? They did nothing to make it. Like, why would Ronda want Charlotte over Becky? After all that shit, if they're telling any kind of storytelling, like, why? Oh,
and they just wrestled in Saudi, didn't they? Wasn't it Ronda versus Charlotte? Or am I wrong? Did that match just happen?
No, it was Ronda, Charlotte, and Sonya and Naomi were in. Like, it was
Oh,
a
tag.
tag, and her arm was tied behind her back. I don't know. It turned it off.
I mean, they better stay away from each other on screen till Mania, and they better get to the PC and work out a 12-minute match that will keep the crowd entertained. Because if they roll in there with this slop jalop that they're doing, it's gonna be real bad. It's gonna
Wait,
be
so
real bad.
I'm just like figuring this out. Charlotte, man, to not have Becky in that match seems so off, right? Like, why is Ronda going after, At least you gotta have a segment with at least Charlotte and Becky in the ring together, and they're like, she's gotta choose. You remember when Taker won the Rumble, and then he went down the line, and it was Lashley was ECW champion, Cena was WWE champion, and Batista was the SmackDown champion, and then Taker was choosing him, and he went down the line. He was like, and then eventually when he chose Batista, he looked him in the eyes and went, like fucking thumb knife to the neck to be like, you're next. You know what I mean? And then they wrestled.
Speaking of Taker,
WWE Hall of Famer.
A WWE Hall of Famer. Congratulations, by the way. And on stage with Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny brought Undertaker out on stage on his tour.
Wait, was that where he was riding the motorcycle?
I don't know.
Wow, that's so funny.
On stage, like literally, he brought him out with the music and everything.
Taker's so retired now, it's crazy. He's just like popping up at Pitbull concerts and right. Wasn't he at the Pitbull thing also?
No, well, Pitbull sang in Taker in Saudi Arabia.
Red light, green light. Everybody knows the Taker.
I can't even talk about this anymore.
All right, so Bianca Becky, no one's gonna. That match will be very good. Charlotte Ronda will be very good. So that's cool. Those are good matches. I guess I just had to spread those out, right? They had to spread out Becky and all that female talent. Like those are like the big women. So they had to spread them out over 2 nights. You know what I mean? But where's Sasha at?
Oh, dude, I don't know, man. Tag team titles, I guess. Something. Maybe Bailey comes back.
Oh, a Sasha Bailey feud's probably what they'll do for Mania.
Or Sasha Bailey tag team. They win the tag.
They'll bring back the therapist.
What women? Who are the women tag team champions?
I think it's Carmella and.
Oh yeah.
Somebody else.
That'd be a dope match.
Who's the other one? Carmella and Zelina.
Carmella and Zelina.
Yeah. Anyway, I honestly I'm shocked I know that. Anyway, Roman and Goldberg. Goldberg did not even one jackhammer to Roman in this match. He choked out Goldberg. Goldberg was bleeding from nothing. They didn't even show Goldberg walking through the back. Just it was no fun. And we got this Brock Roman match. Lashley's out. I really wonder what the plan would have been. I think probably keep the title on Lashley. He would have won the Chamber, and then you probably have Lashley set up like Lashley Seth or something, right? Just something because you got 2 nights. You gotta need to have those titles defended. You know what I mean?
It'll probably be like 2.5 hour nights. Like honestly, maybe 3 max. Yeah, be a whole lot of schmaz in Texas. There'll be a whole lot of filler and stuff.
Well, let's talk Cody. Have we heard anything about Cody? We watched Dynamite this week. No Cody in sight.
The only stuff I heard about Cody was, gone. And they didn't. My point about this is they didn't skip a beat, man. They fucking really brought it. Like,
well, it's opened with Punk on Dynamite, just like but it's opened with Punk with his legs crossed,
Mm-hmm.
PG Punk, and he talked shit about Long Island. Did you see again? Did it piss you off?
Of course it did.
You hate it. He hates it.
He's such a fucking piece of shit.
Tullo, I think you had said you had some hot takes for me. You got them or what? You texted me. I got so much to say. What do you got to say?
No real hot takes. First of all, I didn't understand why they were calling it Slam Dunk. Did you know why?
What?
I was like, why is this called Slam Dunk this weekend? And I just realized it was the NBA All-Star game.
Oh,
yeah. Too. So I was like, oh, and so whatever. But
You
I'm
know,
like,
I
why
don't.
the?
You
I'm
know
like
how the
Tony
fuck I
Khan.
know.
He's got a fucking name every fucking show. Slam dunk, grand slam.
Is Dynamite called Slam Dunk this week?
No, Rampage was called Slam Dunk.
Oh, actually, I didn't see Rampage this week because I was.
Wow. Well, you
What
missed
happened on
the. You
Rampage?
missed.
He's got an
Well, Adam
announcement.
Cole
I hear.
started off. Yeah, Adam Cole started off the night. And
Alex Cole,
after
baby.
Adam Cole, and that was taped, a tape match, and that was after 2 hours of Dynamite and an hour of probably AEW Dark before, and crowd, every single person in the crowd on their feet cheering for Adam Cole, loud as hell, just doing what he does best, just entertaining, being an incredible professional wrestler. It goes, I mean, incredible match with 10, a very jacked man. And yeah, I just Adam Cole's incredible, dude.
Yeah, I think he's just
Consistently
mediocre. But
consistently awesome. I mean, you couldn't be more wrong. I just don't understand how you didn't watch Rampage, but like see him come out. Look at the way the crowd reacts.
By the way, I always watch
People are into it.
Rampage. I just missed Rampage this week.
That's fine.
Okay. Let's not act like I'm not a
Yeah, you
Rampage
got,
watcher.
you know,
I'm watching
Chamber.
SmackDown now. I'm deep in the zone. I'm watching every SmackDown here.
You're on the road to WrestleMania,
Did you
dude.
see? I am on the road. Listen, I'll watch the Adam Cole thing and I'll see how I feel about it. Adam Cole.
I'm just trying to. I want you to just pay attention to what's going on. And the dude consistently wrestles incredible matches. Okay, he just goes out there every single time and performs. He's an incredible professional wrestler. He wrestles fucking 10 and doesn't skip a beat with this dude. Puts on a great match with this guy. I'm just gonna keep defending him. I'm never gonna stop defending Adam Cole. I just want you to know this, and you can keep hating on him as much as you want, but I think you're very wrong about this, and you're missing the fact that no one else is consistently getting this kind of like pop.
Okay.
Like for these long, he is always bringing it, and they starts off the show banger, right off the bat.
All right.
Just great, man.
All right. I'll take your word for it. Man, I was thinking about how WWE couldn't even have fun with the fact that this was the first time Riddle and Brock were like face to face,
Yeah.
Like that, like, you know what I mean? Like they couldn't even have fun with that.
Yeah, they can't. There's no fun fucking federation.
Riddle was in the building with Goldberg and the Brock. You know what I mean? Yeah. The two guys.
Why not that be the match at Saudi? That should be the match at Saudi Arabia.
Yeah,
or at least put him in the chamber.
Have Goldberg beat Riddle. Like that would have been really fun, right?
Who cares?
That'd be fun. Have Goldberg beat the shit out of Riddle because then you have it down the line or something. I don't know. I'm just thinking about something to build up these younger guys. I mean, they are all so. AJ Styles is like completely neutralized. I mean,
here is the perfect example, and this is one of the questions I wanted to ask you. Now you look over at AEW, right, and they have this Face of the Revolution ladder match, and there's Keith Lee, Wardlow, and
you don't remember? Wow, I mean, you seem so excited, bro.
Keith Lee, Wardlow, and Hobbs.
Powerhouse Hobbs.
I mean, now there's 3 other people like that are going to be in this match. Dan, how would you round off this match? How would you round off?
I think
you have 3 other wrestlers to put in there. Who you put in it?
So
keep it the big boy match.
I'm looking at this. I'm looking at the card right now. Oh shit! What am I looking at? I'm looking at last year's Revolution, not this year's. All right. So I want to see what's announced already. So right now it's 3 ladder match for a future.
Winner gets a TNT title match.
Oh, okay. I guess you probably
get Malachi in there.
You probably get. Well, I guess these have to be all wrestlers who are kind of like you can't have Darby in there, right? Because it's like of the. It's got to be all. It's got to be guys who don't have titles, right?
Or guys who haven't or guys who haven't gotten these opportunities.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
like
yeah,
these
yeah.
three guys
Wow,
are
I
perfect.
love this match. This is a
This
fucking cool match.
it's I've honestly, I mean, this is just to the T, like a perfect thing for them to do. Like you look at these three guys in a ladder match, right? And I'm just like, damn, let's go. Like who you putting in there?
Well, the thing is, this reminds me of that. Remember that 5-man ladder match in
Oh yeah,
NXT for the North
yeah.
American title?
Dream, EC3,
Yeah, it was Adam Cole, I think. I think Adam Cole
Cole.
won, right? Or
Yep,
or did Ricochet win?
Cole, Cole one.
Cole won, but Ricochet was in there.
I think Dream, right?
Yeah, Dream.
And I
That,
think
yeah, it was EC3 was in it.
that
I think
bald
I was
guy.
there. I think I was there for that. No,
I think you might have been.
I think I was there. I think it was in.
Lars Sullivan, I think.
I was there. Isn't it getting to a crazy zone where I know I'm positive I was there, but I'm like, where was that? It wasn't
Brooklyn?
Orlando. Maybe it was in New Orleans.
Might have been.
Oh, it's gonna bother me. It wasn't San Jose. It wasn't
Look it up.
Dallas. It wasn't Orlando. It had to be New Orleans. It had to be New Orleans, or what was after New Orleans? What was 35? It wasn't New York. It had to be New Orleans. It had to be.
2018.
It had to be New Orleans, unless it was just before a Rumble or something. It's gonna bother me. I gotta know when I gotta know.
Cole, Ricochet, Killian Dane, EC3, Lars Sullivan.
Yeah.
Dream.
Yeah. Where was that?
New Orleans.
Yeah, it had to be New Orleans. Sweet. God, I'm already blanking out on this shit. Yo, that was insane. So I think that this match, I maybe throw a hook in there, right? I mean, he's not gonna win, but you know,
I love that pick.
absolute Ricky Sinclair. Throw him in there.
Well, you already got
have Hobbs, right?
Hobbs, right? So, man, there's so many. Someone's got to be a surprise, right?
Yeah. Dante Martin? Definitely put Dante Martin in that match.
Dante Martin lost. He lost the Hobbs.
Oh, shit. You're right. Damn it. Dante Martin belongs in that match, though, because he'll keep just for spots. You know what I mean?
Man, there's like.
Who do you have win this match? I mean, I know we're not even fully booked it yet, but like,
Well,
I might go with Powerhouse Hobbs.
I say storyline. I think Wardlow makes the most sense because then he gets a title opportunity. And then you can build that storyline of MJF being like, if you win the title, you're giving it to me. You know?
Yeah.
And then I think that's how you build that match, you know?
Yeah, that shit's very exciting.
Crowd would get super, super hot for a Wardlow win there. And I think it's going to happen. I think that's the best story. I think it'll be so fucking over.
Maybe you put, I guess, this is a very narrow. It's very cool because it has to be kind of booked very narrow.
I think Malachi.
Yeah, I mean, put Malachi in there, or maybe you put like Brody in there, because you might want Malachi to be just already, because he might just be like a AEW, just not the TNT title, the regular title guy. I don't know. It's interesting because the way AEW does it, it's kind of confusing because they don't act like the other title is a lesser title, you know?
Right.
And that's kind of confusing because it's like it definitely is, right? It definitely is a lesser title. But like how do you
make
view
it matter though? They make it matter.
It makes it matter, but it's still like a second tier title, you know?
Yeah, but that title seems to be way more connected to money, you know, like, and
right.
People know the value of having it, like owning
Let's
it.
dig into the dirts, baby. Let's look what's going on with Cody. So here's what I read about Cody. Okay. I've read that Cody's already down in the performance center and shit, and they're saying he's already filming vignettes and stuff. I've read that Cody could appear on Raw as soon as tonight. I mean, tomorrow night. Sorry. When we record this, or tonight when this comes out. I've read that Cody's debut is extremely imminent. Like, boom. The also rumors is that he will not be with Brandy, that they did not sign Brandy.
I heard that too.
Yeah. And I believe it. I think we see Cody. If Cody's coming to WWE, I think we see it ASAP. You know, because we got Mania around the corner. There's really nothing to wait for, right? So what? I know we've talked about it a million times, but the only match I see them giving Cody is Seth. You know.
Yeah, now it's making more sense that that's what it's going to be.
What? There's really no other. There's no other match that they can give him except for Triple H. But I really don't think Triple H is healthy to wrestle. I don't. I just have, my gut is that Triple H is out. You know,
I would have to think he is too, but
we've seen nothing from him. Like truly
yeah,
nothing.
that's exactly so that makes the most sense. Like we didn't see shit from him when him and Batista.
I mean, Triple H Cody is like the match that's like that's the match we want to see, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's what I want to see. That's what will get me to tune in.
Holy shit, that match is sick. Tony Khan apparently has some kind of announcement, right?
Again?
I read that he has another announcement. Did I make that up? This was definitely yeah, here. Let's see. Let's look it up. Tony Khan says he has an announcement.
See anything on Twitter?
Here, Matt, 2 nights ago. Tony Khan in meetings all day yesterday ahead of massive announcement. There will be a lot of news in the week ahead. This is busted. I don't know if it will get done by tonight. We're working on here. This is what he said. Tony talked to Busted Open. I don't know if it'll get done by tonight, but stay tuned in the weeks ahead. Hopefully, I'm working on something pretty big. It would be massive. I don't know if it's what anybody would expect it is or think it is, but it would be a big deal in pro wrestling. I'm looking forward to hopefully making it happen. Stay tuned. Hopefully, I'll get that done and have more to announce soon. This is what he said. He said this 2 days ago.
What do you think it is?
He's working on something massive, is what he says. Yeah, like I'm reading that some people believe that he signed a deal with New Japan.
I'm thinking that. That's where my brain goes.
Yeah, people are thinking. Yeah, so that's kind of the. That's the rumor I'm hearing, which is pretty fucking amazing if they pull that off. Which I'm sure they can. Why not?
Did you see Jay White turned on Tonga and Tama?
No, did he do it on the Rampage?
He did it. No, he did it on Impact. And so Gallows and Anderson ended up beating him. So
okay.
Things are getting interesting.
Things are getting interesting. I mean, wrestling is fucking fun right now. I mean, there's a lot of shit going on. I don't know. I'm trying to give WWE my focus right now. You know, I'm trying.
You know what's crazy?
And they got me back into. You know, they got me more. You know, I'm back into Brock. You know what I mean? Like I'm feeling the Brock thing. It's just everything else is so far below it. You know? Holy shit.
Yeah, it's bad, man. It's bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just even they're not even really sharing. Like I'm not even really seeing it on social media either. Like which I'm usually that's how I consume it. You know, like but like what they're showing isn't like doing anything for me to like turn it on. A lot of times I'm turning it on is when I'm just sitting around. And I'm like, let's see what's going on here. And if you randomly turn on one of those shows, it's like, whoa. I mean, I'm gonna most likely watch Mania. I'm gonna be there, you know. So probably I might end up going. Who knows? But
so right now, Mania tickets are. I'm probably going to Mania. I just got to figure it out, but I'm probably going. The tickets right now are 2 for 1. Did you see that?
Yeah, like
yeah,
wild.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I mean, it makes sense. I mean, the stadium's massive, you know, but right now, like. What I've learned over the last recent years is that like nothing really matters leading up until the 2-3 weeks before Mania. That's when they really start booking Mania. So like nothing right now. It seems like they're already like booking it, but that can all change. So you never know what's gonna fucking happen and what crazy fucking ideas they're gonna have. So it's best to just kind of sit back and let it kind of unfold and see where it lands. And if they do a good enough job to get us to tune in, then we'll tune in.
Yeah, I mean the only 3 matches booked is Charlotte, Rousey, Lesnar, Roman, Lynch, Bianca.
Right.
Yeah. So
Johnny Knoxville versus Sami Zayn.
So that's the other thing I wanted to bring up. So Sami Zayn, that's probably going to happen, right?
I think so.
Sami Zayn won the Intercontinental title. You should look at this. I think Shinsuke's been the champion for like a year or something, or like 7 months.
That was insane. Did
He
I send that to you?
wrestled like he had like what 2 title defenses or something, like or 1 title defense the whole time.
Dude, it's so crazy. It's so. I like a switch went off in my brain,
Yeah.
and I was just like, "This is it. This is the reason." Like, how do you make a title that, like, for me and for you, that title was like the title back in the day. Like, I just remember the IC title was just like so. I even recently, what the Miz used to do with that title, he held that title 9 fucking times. He made that title so damn important, and now it's just like a fucking prop. It's like the 24/7 title. That title means absolutely fucking nothing. So, what do we care about? The tag team titles don't matter. The IC title doesn't matter. The US title doesn't matter. The women's tag team titles definitely don't matter. It's really just these 4 titles that are on these 2 shows, and that's it. That's all. Not they've erased anything meaningful in every other division other than the women's championship and the men's championship.
That's it. Yeah. It's hard. It's definitely it definitely is what it is. But we can look towards towards this card being filled out. Look, if they Ronda Charlotte, it's man, it's gonna be hard to fucking care about a lot of these matches. I mean, even Ronda Charlotte is kind of like, it's a little like if we had the Becky in it, I could probably mentally rally to be pumped.
They'll probably do something. They'll probably throw like Trish Stratus in there or something like 2 weeks before.
Yeah, something like that. They don't. I mean, yeah, whatever. WWE in a weird spot. They'll probably go Seth, Cody, but if they get like KO, Stone Cold, it could round out a fun, nice card. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, KO Stone Cold is like insane.
Yeah.
That's an insane match, Mm-hmm. But it's kind of weird. It's like I love Kevin Owens, and like whatever, it's stunner versus stunner, so whatever, and probably styles wise, it's probably a good matchup for Stone Cold to do a match here. But like, man, don't you want to see Stone Cold like Roman? He's still Stone Cold, right? Like he's still, he's still Stone Cold Steve Austin. He's still on my shirt right now. You know what I mean? He's still the best wrestler of all time. Like, I mean, I know he's coming back, but it's for him to come back in a match that's anything less than like
massive
Rock Hogan level. Like when Hogan came back, it's for Rock. It's like you want to see Roman or I don't know, Brock. What? You know what I mean? Like what? He's Stone Cold Steve Austin, but I guess whatever. Man, if I'm him, I know it's a payday, but a match against Kevin Owens is just simply, and I love Kevin Owens, I really do. It's just simply not Stone Cold level,
Bro, we're gonna get Mox versus Danielson, and they're gonna bleed so much fucking blood at Revolution. We'll get Kingston versus fucking Jericho. That card at Revolution is gonna be so sick. I'm excited about that.
Revolution show. The Revolution card will be fucking.
I can't even. People WWE will do what WWE does, and they'll make it dope, and it will look cool as fuck, and there will be shit on there that you'll tune in for. I'm sure. They're not really in the storytelling. Obviously, isn't the focal point. So, because obviously, if it was, then they wouldn't have had Brock win the Rumble and then win the Chamber. So, it is what it is. But
it's the most stupendous 2-night event in WrestleMania.
I mean, there you go. Do you need?
I mean, really, can you just put it into perspective? It is the most stupendous. Okay, now look, we can. I just want to be a little positive for a second, not just for positive sake. And I know I'm sticking on Mania this year, but maybe just because I'm trying to psych myself up for WrestleMania. But I think you got to like a lot of these manias. A lot of these manias, I remember I went into 31 and was like, this card is kind of, and that's when Seth cashed in and it ended up being a great time, a great mania, It was we had a fucking blast there. So if they like Charlotte and Ronda could really do something fucking fun, Brock Roman could do something fun. Lynch, Belair can tear down the fucking house. Belair did it last time.
I
So
put
they're
like
already
Charlotte,
shaping these
put
matches.
Charlotte and Ronda in like in a cage. Fuck it.
Right. Sure.
That's where you go.
It feels like there's this. I actually kind of am like, I kind of have this feeling right now. I'm going to go on paper here and say that this Mania might end up having some pretty high highs in it.
Hmm?
Because it's 2 nights, they're not going to have enough matches. There's going to be a lot of popcorn matches.
It'd be really
But
funny if they were like, we're making it one night.
we're making it a little bit less stupendous. We want this to be a little bit less stupendous, folks. Oh, so I don't know. I guess what I'm saying is that I think it could be okay. I think it'll be okay. Oh man, Cody. I'm just trying to think about this for a second. The Cody of it all. If you book Cody Seth, right? What do you have to? Man, it just Seth is in the wrong zone. He came out. He's still coming out all goofy. Like you gotta have Seth be. You have to paint Seth as that WWE guy, right? You kind of have to have Seth back in that zone of the guy who would like defend WWE on Twitter, right?
I mean, yeah, he can easily snap into that, no problem.
Oh, I mean, he could do it easily, but they just got to do it. You know what I mean?
Seth would dress as fucking Stardust too. That Mania.
Yeah,
He
of course.
would.
Or dressed as
It would
fucking
be.
Dusty, wear the black and
Oh
white.
man, imagine if he had the black tights with the yellow polka dots. Oh fuck.
Yeah.
What's a bigger slap, that or fucking dressing as Stardust?
Oh my god. So yeah, we'll probably see Zayn Knoxville at Mania for the IC title. Oh my god. Yo, so Adam Page, did Adam Page and Adam Cole did they go head to head face to face on Rampage? I gotta watch Rampage after this.
No.
So it was just Alex Cole, uh, Alex Cole cutting a promo. Adam Cole he did he wrestle a match and then talk shit?
Um, I'm trying to remember.
Oh my! Too much weed, Tullo. It's too much
Yeah,
weed.
it's too much weed.
It's too much weed, Tullo. I mean, when did you watch this? Friday?
Nah, he beat 10, and then I think he got the fuck out of there.
10. Oh, the Dark Order. Dark Order's gotta go.
Uh,
The Dark Order's gotta go. I mean, it's enough of the Dark Order. So we're gonna see MJF
oh,
and Punk in the dog collar match. Hey, what are you roll? Are you going back to the beginning? Yeah.
yeah. No, I was looking to see what happened at the end of that match, but no, yeah, they didn't do anything. They just got out of there. And Red Dragon one came out. So.
Red Dragon. The dog collar match. See Punk. The dog. What a weird thing when he's like holding that, and he's like, "Oh, you want to be my Valentine?" Yeah.
So fucking kinky. What a weird guy this CM Punk is, huh?
Yeah.
Old kinky fuck.
You hate CM Punk so much. What does that shirt say? Mid? Mid? Is that what it says?
Yeah.
This is like a mid Carter.
No, mid is like a word for like less than average.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
I saw him. I saw MJF weirdly say mid in a promo he cut about my friend's wife, and so I get it. But I was thinking in that context it just meant mid Carter. But I guess no. I mean it probably is double
Listen,
meaning.
I mean, if I'm so excited for that match. I think MJF is probably gonna win again, right? I hope he does.
Yeah, he'll keep winning.
But yeah, I mean, they're on fire. It's great. I love what they're doing. I mean, this is just one of those rivalries that makes so much fucking sense. And Punk, despite being a piece of shit, is doing some good shit. So I'm excited to see how this is going to turn out. I think it's big time for him. Revolution, big time pay per view.
Yes.
Dog collar, paying a little homage to Cody and Brody.
Revolution's in mid March, right?
No, beginning of March, like March 6th, I want to say.
Okay.
3 weeks away.
uh, Darby, Sammy Guevara.
Yeah,
I mean, I'll say. Oh, hold on, did I just click the wrong thing?
I don't think so.
Those guys I could watch just wrestle forever. Those guys are perfectly sized to wrestle each other.
I'm so excited for this Sammy versus Andrade match. Like beyond excited for it.
I'm
I
pumped for
think
that
this
too
match
because I feel like Andrade's been laying low. You know.
it's gonna be a fucking banger. I feel like these two were born to wrestle each other. They're gonna fucking put on a. I hope Andrade wins. Actually, I think Andrade would be great with that title. He'll
Oh
really
shit.
make the money about it. It's all about the money for him. He ain't gonna fucking lose that match. No way. I think I heard a
See,
rumor that
I'm
Sammy
watching
might
this.
be injured
All
too.
right, I'm watching this Adam Page promo here for you. Okay, I'm watching this. I mean, Adam Cole. I'm watching it for you. Here we go. It's 1 minute. Here we go.
What are you watching?
Yeah. It'll be
Very
man
confident.
to man for that very title.
I mean, can
Uh
we talk about Jade Cargill in that fucking money gear too? Oh, you probably haven't seen that.
Hold on. I'm just watching this one thing. Hold on. We'll talk about. Another just does nothing for me. Adam Cole experience. All right. All right. Fine. I'll
But
judge the match. I'm sure the matches will be money, but I'll be rooting for Hangman Page in that in
good.
that in
You
that
should
feud.
be. That's awesome.
Yeah. I'm allowed, right?
100%. You should honestly. You should. You
Good.
should be rooting for him.
Good. And I
Good.
will. I should,
And
and
I
I
can't wait for
could,
Adam
and I
Cole to beat
will.
him. I can't wait for Adam Cole to beat him. I think it's gonna be great.
Right when we're done with this, I'm gonna watch Rampage, which is backwards, but I was traveling, so cut me some slack, folks.
Jade Cargill is money. They really delivered on their promo this week on Rampage. I think you're really gonna like it, Dan. Matt Hardy had the bunny come out and they're challenging it. They're talking about money. It's great. And I really want this Serena Deeb thing to pay off where Sheeta's like dressed in like a disguise
I
and
lo-
ends up beating Deeb like in the 5 minute challenge thing.
the rookie challenge thing.
Yeah, I
I
want it to
like
be
that
like
rookie
Sheeta in like
challenge.
a
I think it's
mask.
a great idea.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's the way to do it. Old school, like dress her up in like a mask, like a luchador or something, you know. And then she beats Deeb.
I think that'd be really fun. I think Deeb's interesting because Deeb is jabroni on Mike. It just is what it is. You know.
Yeah,
I mean, she's been in the business a long time. I have a ton of respect for her. I really like this rookie thing because I respect her a lot. But really, really but she's on the mic. It's bad. I mean, maybe not Ronda bad, but holy shit, is Ronda the worst? I mean, Jesus. I love Ronda Rousey, but I mean, she takes the cake. Like, she has truly no timing or like she has really no talent on a microphone. It's
yeah.
really
It's like
bizarre, but it's weird because she actually has a lot to say. Like
she would be perfect as with Paul Heyman as her microphone.
yeah,
Like
she has a
it's
lot to
just
say. Like
it's
she's
so
in
perfect.
interviews.
It's like just have Heyman take over. That's it. Cut that promo. Heyman comes. He goes, "Listen, you're not gonna beat Charlotte Flair unless you have me in your corner. You
Right.
need me. You stop fucking talking on the mic. I'll take care of that. I'll set up the deals. I'll keep you focused. That's how you're gonna beat Charlotte Flair. Boom. Game over. Ronda Rousey becomes relevant to a point that she's never been before. People would pop so hard.
Yeah. WWE just feels like. I mean, I know I sound so like fucking broken record, but I'm in this weird zone because, and I'm in this weird zone because I'm in the WWE zone right now a little bit. Like I know AEW's a lot better, but I'm trying to get pumped for Mania,
I respect
And
it, dude.
I keep saying this, and I'm talking in circles a little bit, but they have so much great talent. Like even Ronda, who I'm talking shit about, they really do have because they with really like not much finesse and more focus, You can do some really cool stuff. Like Seth Rollins could be a guy who is. I would make him the United States champion and have him do open challenges. Like that's the easiest. That's the easiest booking, right? We they did that with Cena, right? Like that's not even like that clever, right? I'm
Mhm.
actually just like rehashing an old thing, but like instead you have Seth in this like weird. I mean, I had some matches with Edge or whatever, but you have him in this kind of weird zone. But like he's become a complete goof character. They need way more talent who are threatening. It can't just be Randy, Brock, and Roman are the only wrestlers who pose any threat. You know? No, and then this chamber just buried everybody. It was
Yeah.
awful. They have no wrestlers who pose any kind of threat. They're all just like dressed up, goofy, peacocking. And like it's weird because coming out of me, it's a little bit of a contradiction because I love pageantry and blah blah blah. And for a while that was kind of gone in WWE. WWE got a little lazy, and then now they've gotten, to be honest, they've gotten too busy. I mean, they're too busy over there. Like the WWE product is way too busy. Weirdly, like Riddle comes out, you don't even realize that Riddle's in this like great shape, an undefeated MMA fighter, like a master wrestler. Like this is no, you don't even know that. He doesn't even look jacked. You know,
You
he's on
know
a
that about
scooter.
Jake. You know that about Jake Hager. You know.
Yeah, and AEW makes Jake Hager as a complete jabroni matter. You know,
Yeah.
how quick does WWE steal Wardlow? I mean, Jesus Christ. He's a guy. If I'm Vince, I'm like, get me this dude. Get me this guy. But what I'm saying is that, like, so Austin Theory's like taking selfies. Austin Theory's an incredible wrestler. Like, incredible. He's dressed exactly like Seth, and he's taking selfies. He actually did a great job. He made Brock look so cool. He did a great job. But he had to be completely stooged out. And it's fine for him at this stage in his career, you know? But he's a complete goof. Matt Riddle's a complete goof. AJ Styles is basically like a nostalgia act at this point with the way they have him booked. He posed, I mean, he did absolutely nothing in this match. Yeah, it was just absolutely like ridiculous. Uh, so yeah, now you have it like you're like the Ronda. They've chosen to do nothing interesting with Ronda, just have her kind of be again and just like remember she was here before, you know, nothing with her character. Not that she could pull any of it off, but man, Brock is kind of the only interesting character right now, and he's a guy who could probably get away with being kind of boring, to be honest.
Yeah. I
You
mean,
know what I mean?
he'll end up being double champ, I guess.
Do you I mean, Brock's got to beat. I mean, I don't know. I guess Roman wins clean probably at Mania. I think Roman wins clean at Mania. I think Roman becomes a double champ. But then where do you go from there? The only way
Right.
to go from there is Kenny Omega, right? Like, what the fuck else do you do? Man, I miss Kenny. I'm realizing how much I miss Kenny.
He's so close to being back.
Is he?
Yeah. I think it's gonna happen at Revolution.
Uh, yeah. So
Either
you think?
help,
Oh, he'll be
either
at
help Cole, either help Cole win, or Hangman wins and he.
I miss Kenny. I miss Kenny.
Yeah, it's gonna
I
be
miss
great when
Kenny.
it
They
comes
killed
back.
Kenny. I miss Kenny.
Do
Do you think?
you
Do you think
want
Adam Cole takes the title off of Hangman?
possible?
You think? Yeah. I mean,
It's
they need
possible
to start.
because of the current situation of what's going on with Jay White being around, with Kenny coming back. Like, can you imagine if we had Cole, Kenny, and Jay White like in the triple threat for that title? You know,
Yeah, that'd be sick. They need. They need. They need.
it would. Here's what they really should do: is they should
What?
set up like put the tag titles on the Bucks, have
Chill with
Cole
them.
win the fucking title, and then set up a trios match, all the titles on the line. It would be like Kenny and the Bucks versus Switchblade and Gallows and Anderson. You know,
Yeah. Um,
in war games,
Wall games.
blood
So,
and guts.
all right, let's end on this. A lot. I mean, it's just like whatever. WWE's
Do
just.
you really want to? Do you really want to taste it?
WWE's fucking stupid right now. It's fucking stupid, but whatever. I like some of it. But Roman Reigns, if Roman Reigns wins that title, who does he wrestle? What is the match after? Nobody.
Bad Bunny.
They've done such great job at making Roman Reigns awesome at the expense of the entire rest of the roster. Okay. Did you see Tommaso Ciampa on Raw throw water in Ziggler's face?
No.
Okay. You got to see this clip. Ciampa is on commentary and he's like feuding with Ziggler. He throws water and Ziggler acts like he got like Joker acid in his face. You know? Ziggler like sells the hell out of this water. It's literally water. Are you watching it?
I'm trying to find it.
It's on the Instagram. It's on WWE's Instagram.
Oh, it is?
Ziggler's like, oh my God. It's fucking awesome. It is so great. It's like, it's just water. But somehow it works. You got to take a step back and go like, oh man, that's only water. It's like Sean Hogan shit. Tell me when you see it.
WWE.
It's on the gram. I can send it to you right now. Check it out. It's on the gram. Ziggler, legit.
So much chamber stuff.
There's so much chamber stuff. I mean, it's like a $50 million show. So, wow, it is true. There is so much chamber material.
Riveting content here. Rolling through Instagram. We keep you in tune here, folks.
Holy shit, I actually can't find it, but whatever. Maybe it was a Bleacher Report.
Oh, I got it.
You got it?
Yeah.
Is it on WWE?
Fake the super kick. Oh.
Yeah.
Whoa, those red pants on Ziggler are sick.
Yeah, the Reds are sick. We love the Reds, don't we, folks?
Content sport. What an athlete, huh? That guy should be WWE champion. Oh, whoa. Yeah, man. You know, I think this is an exciting time to go. Revolution Mania. Things are heating up.
Hell yeah.
A lot of cool shit happening in wrestling all across the board. I'm stoked for, man, GCW is shaping up to be crazy. They announced Suzuki's coming back again for Joey Janela. Effie's Big Gay Brunch. That weekend's going to be dope. I'm definitely going. I got the general admission tickets, so I'm going to be going to all those shows. I'm excited for Mania weekend. And Mania weekend being around is huge because that's where those other shows exist too. So the indie scene's going to be crazy down there.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good time.
Love it. I mean, maybe it'll be a great time. As always, it'll be fun. It'll be in that stadium. It'll be a spectacle. We probably see The Rock or something, and
we'll probably get tickets for free. Will probably be great seats.
I hope I get free tickets. I gotta start talking about that, but I'll probably come down.
Well, let me know. Maybe we'll book a fucking room.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. Should be fun. But yeah. Anyway, a lot of good chat. I'm very pumped for Revolution. Looking like a great card. And actually, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to say looking like a great card, which is a shout out to Brian Dipperstein.
Oh, the guys on what's their show called? Where they just bite our gimmicks. I heard they were talking about having Dynamite over there.
Tullo sour because Dynamite was mentioned, but Dynamite was actually on the podcast was very no sold. Dynamite was no sold. Anyway, no one was feeling Dynamite. But, yeah, listen, the more the merrier, I say, for Dynamite, okay? Anyone's allowed. You hold your own Dynamites. And Galnamites, too.
Yeah.
Personamites. You know what I mean?
Dynamites.
People-anites. Watch it. But anyway, I'm going to watch Rampage right now. What an interesting time. Oh, did I see? I mean, we always come back. I see that Buddy Murphy. I see something about him.
Ooh, well, Malachi cut a promo, and it was like a new member was coming, and someone like walked through, and it looked to be someone with a beard. So people are assuming it's Buddy Murphy, and if that's the case, boy, oh boy, is that shit gonna be sick.
Yeah,
I mean, stable. I mean, give us the trios titles in AEW already. Let's get crazy, baby.
It has to be mentioned that he's jacked. We just mention this is a jacked man. You know what I mean? And he belongs in American wrestling. We need to see him. You know what I mean? We need to see the guy.
Did you finish watching Peacemaker?
No.
Oh my god!
I'm on episode 5. or
I
6.
hope he gets not. I hope he gets nominated for an Emmy. Like
It's
really
already picked up for another season, right?
Yep. Big announcement.
Yeah.
Love it.
Cool. All right. Anyway, I'm gonna put on Rampage. We'll get out of here. We'll record after Dynamite this week because that'll be sick. I'm back in town, so that we'll definitely have the bonus episode. Sorry I didn't give you guys a heads up. I
Maybe
forgot.
get a little Dynamite. Maybe we could plan a little Dynamite.
We can play with a little Dynamite. Hey, everybody! Wrestling in full swing here. I'm gonna go watch Rampage. I'm gonna rest up. I just drove 6 hours and then recorded. But we love it, folks. We love it. Keep watching wrestling. Kisses. Cheers up.